This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Starter motor replacement. The bonnet release lever is located on the bottom of the lower dash panel. Open the bonnet by releasing the locking lever from the bottom of the dashboard above the throttle pedal. Lift the front of the bonnet up and release the safety lever before lifting the bonnet up and locking in position with the prop bar. Where fitted, disconnect the current sensor wiring connector from the negative battery terminal. Loosen the negative battery terminal clamp and lift the lead from the battery. Wrap the lead in a piece of rag to prevent it accidentally coming into contact with the battery. If the wheels are being removed, loosen each wheel nut half a turn, working in a crisscross pattern. On two-wheel drive models, place the jack beneath the front crossmember to raise the front of the vehicle. On four-wheel drive models, place the jack beneath the front diff mount to raise the front of the vehicle. Lift the vehicle up and place jack stands beneath the chassis as shown. Carefully lower the jack until the stands are supporting the weight of the vehicle. Leave the jack in place and rock the vehicle from side to side to ensure it is securely supported on the jack stands before removing the jack from beneath the vehicle. Remove the left-hand front wheel. Remove the fasteners retaining the liner to the inner guard and remove the liner. Peel the cover from around the starter motor wiring. Loosen and remove the nut from the starter motor solenoid terminal and from the B positive solenoid terminal. Using a trim removal tool, unclip the wiring from the starter motor wiring bracket. Remove the nuts and remove the wiring bracket from the starter mounting bolts. Remove the starter mounting bolts and manoeuvre the starter motor from the vehicle. Clean the mating face of the starter motor and engine with a clean rag. Offer up the starter motor and install the mounting bolts. Tighten the bolts to 35 Newton meters. Connect the wiring to the solenoid terminals and tighten the retaining nuts for each wire to 10 Newton meters. Install the wiring bracket onto the starter motor bolts and tighten the retaining nuts to 10 Newton meters. Clip the wiring harness back onto the bracket. Position the inner guard liner over the inner guard and install the clips into each hole. While holding the outer portion of the clip, screw the centre part in until it is flush with the outer part of the clip. This will lock the clip in place in the inner guard at the top or the chassis at the bottom. Lift the wheel onto the hub, aligning the wheel studs with the holes in the wheel and slide the wheel against the hub. While holding the wheel with one hand, install one wheel nut and tighten by hand as much as possible. Continually check that the wheel is sitting against the face of the hub as you tighten the wheel nut. Use the wheel spanner supplied with the vehicle or a wheel brace to tighten the nut until it is snug against the wheel and the wheel appears to be sitting flush to the hub. Install the remaining wheel nuts, which will be easier now as the wheel is sitting correctly against the hub. Use the spanner or wheel brace to tighten each wheel nut, working in a crisscross pattern until each wheel nut is snug against the wheel. The nuts do not have to be tight at this stage, they just have to be snug against the wheel. Place the jack back under the vehicle in the same position and raise it until it clears the jack stands. Remove the stands from each side of the vehicle. Slowly lower the jack until the weight of the vehicle is back on the wheels and remove the jack from beneath the vehicle. Tighten the wheel nuts in a crisscross pattern until each wheel nut is tight. If available, tighten the wheel nuts using a torque wrench to a torque of 135 Newton meters for Ford models or 103 Newton meters for Mazda models. Remove the piece of rag from the negative battery lead and reconnect the lead to the negative battery terminal. Tighten the battery terminal securely. reconnect the current sensor wiring connector to the sensor on the negative battery lead.